Me and my son just went out to get him a car, and we go to this dealership lot. It's like 8, 9 dealerships in this location. There's one dealership that says to Latina dealership. That means your Latina dealership. And this is up in lights. It's up electrified on the building. And so these are the same people who are telling us not to delineate. They are delineating in every way. And this is the line that we have to establish. It's one thing to be friends and have social relationships. Money is different. So you can have people who are socially friendly, but economically, they're enemies. Welcome back, folks. You got your guys, Priest and T-Rex, ready to get down and get into it, man. Shit, I just sent you a text, man, on some stuff that you hit me with yesterday, and I was like, nah, they ain't saying that. They ain't saying that. And you were saying immigrants were claiming to be present during the civil rights time. And I'm like, I ain't never heard that. I hear them trying to use our experience and the language. But you was pretty insistent that, they actually trying to place themselves in the time and place. And goddamn, you was right. I came across it this morning. I don't know if you heard about the Mendez versus Westminster case. Had you heard about it before?
Not until you told me about it.
Yeah, it's a confirmation of what you were saying, because I think it was like in the 40s actually, but you had some Mexican, again, back then you had like less than 50,000 immigrants of color, but you had some Mexican communities in California who were designated as white. And in a certain county, they started putting their kids in Mexican-only schools, and they fought back like, hell nah. You know, you slowing down our kids from actually going from Spanish speaking to English speaking. So they fought that, and they called that discrimination. That ain't the same. You feel what I'm saying? Because they were fighting to get back where they were, which was white designated, because they knew that that would protect them from the Negro experience.
Right.
So I'm just saying that as a little backdrop for the immigration ground zero in Minnesota, where they trying to get Black Americans to get out there and support, and saying it's our struggle, and it's this, everybody of color is being oppressed and stuff like that. You know, they've been delineating from us for a long time, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, like what for people to see, get what we were talking about, where I was saying, like, what we were talking about, you're not going to see it on the broadcast on the news.
Facts.
You're not going to see them talk about it on YouTube, but when I get around them type of people, I spark conversations. You know, especially now, like when I go to these restaurants that's Jamaican or African, Latinos, I bring up them conversations, and they always say that, I was like, damn, how long your store been here? And they're like, oh yeah, it's been passed down. My parents had it, or something like that. And I was like, damn. And then if you do the math, that was around the time, like you say, after Martin Luther King, like between that 1965, 1968. But they feel like just because they was here around that time, that they feel like they are part of it, even though they're not in it. And I don't know what, to the way they make it seem like, long as we was around it, but we wasn't participating, it's like they said we felt the effects of it, or we was right there in the neighborhood when it went down. Okay, you could be in the neighborhood when the shit went down, but was you participating in the act?
Yeah, where was you standing?
They never say they participated in the act. They always say, I remember that story. my parents was around that time, or my parents told me. But it's like a motherfucker saying, "Watch your back." You thinking they right behind you watching your back, but the nigga
They
across
way
the street,
back.
yeah, they across the street. Like, hey man, I seen the dudes come. Like, why the fuck you didn't come over and help out? Well, man, I didn't know. That's how they are. So that's why I was bringing up that topic. Is like we have to at this juncture with immigration. You were saying, it kind of go without telling. It's like with these motherfuckers, they're like parasites. If a parasite can cling on anything in your intestines from coming out and not eating on you, they gonna use it.
They're gonna use it.
They're gonna use it. Yeah. So they real good at using loopholes to justify that they equal with us. That's why I'm like, nah, we at a point now we gotta. It's like how people say don't put words in our mouth. When it comes to them motherfuckers, we gonna put words in y'all mouth, because if we don't, y'all will try to use that to get back in.
Yeah. And one thing that you said, they had our back way back, right? And we just joking. You ain't really had our back, because they stood and watched. Even when you look at the Mendez versus Westminster case, they were classified as white, and they fought against being pushed into their own group because they didn't want to be treated like black people. So the way they stood and watched us go through it is now the way we're standing and watch them go through it, and they hating that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real quick why it's so important for them to include us in this narrative. And shit, maybe we should talk about how we know it's so important, because I want folks to really pick this up. Because like I said, when I was growing up, I didn't understand politics. I try to look at it through a leadership lens, and I'm like, I don't get it. But anyway, look at everything that's happening, man. We can discuss these things. White woman killed by ICE. White man now killed by ICE. ICU nurse. The Somalian citizen roughed up. And then you got the fake Black Panther Party guy coming out trying to get black folks to go to the street with long-armed guns, long-nosed guns, and confront ICE and the police. He doing this at a time where white people have gotten shot down. This dude trying to drag us out into the line of fire. I see all of these as tactics from the Democratic side to get leverage back from the Republicans, because they ain't got no power with the pen right now. The Republicans got the power of the pen right now. They the majority in everything in government right now. So all they got to do, President Trump just got to whip that pen and put shit into action. So all the Democrats can do is get the people mobilized and attack that way. Is that how you see that? The Democrats are using those things to fight back?
The Democrats using everything.
They desperate.
They're using everything. And like I said, most of these people getting shot is probably left-wing shit. The ICE ain't got no reason to shoot these people to a certain degree. They just rounding them up. And these people are reacting. So, it's like plants. Like when we rioted, you saw white people with our riot, and we had to watch them because they could have been people busting windows to hype us up to keep destroying shit.
Yeah.
So it's no different. You got immigrants, Somalians, and they're planting white people in there to kick up some shit. I don't think they thought they was gonna get their ass blasted, but hey, like I say, when it come to them, you can't put nothing past them motherfuckers. They crash outs. So they always find some crash outs to get some shit started, but I don't think they thought they was gonna
go there.
The Democrats got what they wanted, but to the extent it happened, backfired.
Yeah.
They wasn't expecting a white woman. They was hoping that an immigrant would get amped like that white person, so ICE can blast his ass, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, you got
same thing with the white boy.
You got an anti-ICE folks, because they were both anti-ICE people. Them white folks on the ground that got killed, but they didn't expect it. I agree, but they using the hell out of it because they don't have the power to pen. They got the power to people. They're able to put restrictions on the pen, right? You done killed a white woman, and let's be honest. It's a pecking order in the United States when it comes to race. You got white, You got white men and women at the top. Next, you got immigrants, and within the immigrant group, you got a pecking order. I would say probably Asians are at the top, Africans are at the bottom, and then below that group is foundational Black Americans. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's us who got the real story and the real history of resistance and fighting for justice. And that immigrant group is trying to reach and grab and get us to latch on to their situation to validate their story. They need like a moral standing ground right now, and they ain't got it. Because you've been hitting on this a lot. They illegal immigrants. Not all of them, but I'm talking about ICE is going after illegal immigrants. But because they done killed a white man and white woman, now the Democrats put enough pressure on them to make them restrict the illegal immigrants they chasing now. Now they got to say, well, we won't go after all the illegal immigrants. We'll just go after the ones with criminal records.
Nah, go after all of them.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought illegal immigrants was illegal.
It's illegal. It's illegal. Ain't got to fuck to do with none of them with criminal background. But the shit is bullshit. They keep showing these people favoritism, and I don't know why. But like I said, this is the point. This is the best time for us to, instead of us keep fucking saying we fucking next, putting the battery in their motherfucking back. This is the time where we can leverage that and be like, see, we can justify what we wasn't getting for what's going on now. We can pinpoint and be like, boom, 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 boom. And then they could be like, well, damn, they got a point there. Because if we keep saying we next, it's like we damn near saying, come get us next after y'all finish with them.
Man, they been on us, though.
But they've been on us, but you hear it like Mike Ep saying, we next.
Oh, Mike Ep said that?
Yeah, in the comedy show. He was like, we next. He like, man, we know after they finish with y'all, we next. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we are next, we need to stop claiming it like it's gonna be if we are next.
Like we being sitting ducks, you know what I'm saying?
If we are next, it's not gonna be to the magnitude of what they doing to the immigrants, because really what the immigrants are getting is just a taste of what we got.
Barely
at maximum, barely. All out manslaughter.
They getting rubber bullets and
they getting some love shown, getting money thrown at them, and these motherfuckers is adjusting, going from we not going after just illegals, we going after motherfucking convicted illegals. That's bullshit. Illegal is illegal. Illegal immigrant don't matter if they got a criminal record or not, because if that's the case, any black man that did a crime, we should all get fucking pardons off the rip. It should be no waiting. You should just all out pardon everybody.
All them cats.
If you're going to do that for immigrants, illegal immigrants, then you might as well pardon every motherfucker that got out of prison. You might as well pardon me without nothing. Just stamp and go. If you're going to show that much love, give us pardons. If you're going to show that much love, any man that has a felony should all out be able to fucking vote.
And what you saying right there shows the pecking order that I just said.
Yeah.
Race is about resourcing. It ain't about skin color. It's about who get the resources and the privileges first. And the fact that politicians are dialing back on chasing down illegal immigrants when they done locked up a bunch of, but we got a point in our history as foundational Black Americans called mass incarceration. There is a whole documentary done on this called 13th, how it went from slavery and transition through Jim Crow into mass incarceration. But yet now y'all dialing back on immigrants. But this is the battleground we talking about, because they trying to set up the playing field for. The Democrats are desperate because they need a leg to stand on in the midterms. They need votes. So they got to create a narrative. And that's what I want y'all to get. All of everything that's happened in Minnesota is breeding grounds to set up for the midterms coming in November. Democrats are using all the stuff that ICE is doing. And that's why these protesters are out there, to provoke ICE, right? Mm-hmm. So to create a narrative that works in the Democrats' favor when it comes time for the midterms. You look like you had a thought.
It's like an all-out assault. They trying to make sure that so much shit is happening that, and trying to pump fear in us that we're next for us to vote for them. No,
Yeah.
we're not. Our people gotta understand. We're not really on neither one of these motherfuckers' side. So when we talk,
Facts.
we're not saying we right wing. We're not saying we
not
left
saying we
wing.
left. We independent, really.
We seeing what's going on, and we just connecting the dots.
That's facts.
And then when it come to us, when they get the negotiating, when they want us to vote, they're gonna talk to us like we got some common sense, because now they seeing that we sitting back and we seeing how both of y'all are playing the game.
Right.
And now y'all gotta talk to us, and y'all won't be doing that bullshit, getting celebrities to speak for us, getting these rappers to speak for us. Now y'all really gotta come to us and be like, hey, look, we've been hearing what y'all talking about. Even like you said with what Tariq Nasheed calling them tethers, and they shouldn't be claiming. And the only reason they got it is because the pathway that we pay civil rights. Now is forcing both sides to say, you know what, here goes some money strictly for y'all.
That's facts. And
strictly for y'all.
You talking about sitting back, and this is why I opened up with saying that growing up we really weren't into politics and shit until shit got real on the ground. Because the way we think naturally, I think as Black Americans, we don't think in these categories. We think in reality. So like you said, we sitting back and peeping the play and seeing the game. It's a game right now.
It's always been a game.
Yeah, always been a game. And we connecting the dots, and that's giving us leverage. That's what I want y'all to get. Us sitting back and observing is giving us leverage to see how much do y'all need our participation. Because we can hold that and then make demands. That gives us negotiation power. But when you just lunge right in there and be like, this is unjust and all of this, and this is like the slave raise, nah.
And the immigrants only want us to join in because if we join in on their plight, their fight, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, it automatically gonna push us out from getting anything.
Yeah, it muddies the water like things used to be.
Yeah.
And then the Democrats
that's why they're so
writing BS policy again.
That's why they're so mad, because we're not doing it, because they know if we sit back, it's gonna be clear y'all been giving these motherfuckers this money the whole time. Facts. It's clear.
Facts.
Where we sit back, and we, because where we at a position, we can talk about them because we're not participating in that shit.
Sure, we observers.
If we're participating with them, we can't talk like we're talking.
Exactly.
Because then it's going to be like, y'all with them is yin yang. Nah, we're going to make a clear line in the sand.
Amen.
So we can go get on Republicans, we can get on y'all, we can get on the Democrats, and y'all can't rebuttal the shit.
This is facts,
because it's all three of y'all going at it, and we like this.
And we sitting back. And the thing is, like and that's what I'm trying to get at, exactly what you're saying. Because when you get involved, you lose your leverage in the game, because now you're involved. You're in the mess. So they're combining you with the immigrant narrative. So you can't separate yourself and create leverage that's going to bring you resources. Yeah. Why, if you get involved with them and mix yourself with their issues, because it's their issues, they came, and and this ain't even being disrespectful to immigrants. This is just looking at the reality. Y'all came from another country voluntarily. Y'all are assimilating into American culture. Some of y'all overstayed your visa, and you are here illegal.
Y'all
and now they are
rights that you didn't earn.
Yes, and I ain't even touching on all the monies that y'all got that should have been coming to us as a disadvantaged group. I ain't even touching that. But I'm saying y'all came over here and overstayed your visas or whatever, committed crimes, and now they coming after you. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And I
behoove all my Black people, if this not the best time for us to talk political talk with massive leverage.
Exactly.
I mean, we can take this shit to banks, go to the government and point out. Now the immigrants are getting attacking, and now it's a window for everybody to see, like, damn, for one, who would have thought there's that many Somalians in Minnesota?
Right.
And then you see the markets, the neighborhoods, you're like, God damn. In a white state now.
I feel a way about that.
And Wyoming, they got, see, a lot of people think they just not in Minnesota.
Yeah.
They in Wyoming, in places that you would never thought. Wyoming, Idaho, got communities, and you would think, okay, this is white states where FBAs don't even move to because we already know we ain't gonna get shit. You got some immigrants going to a white state getting blessed.
Woo!
So why the fuck would you think we gonna get involved? Y'all want to say we hating? Well, fuck it, we hating.
Hey, I'm hating. I'm hating on the fact that y'all, like he said, y'all getting blessed. And we getting
in white states,
and we
where
getting overlooked.
Niggas don't even think about going to the move.
They getting blessed and we getting overlooked. But the thing is, I'm gonna keep drilling on this to y'all. The monies that these immigrants are getting, hold on, let me slow it down. Hold on. Let me slow this shit down, cuz. Because we've been living in this reality for so fucking long that we haven't realized what it really is. And now that we delineating and separating ourselves, our identity, the shit is becoming clear. What Cuz is talking about, we ain't know it was that many Somalians in Minnesota. But we ain't even talk about Wyoming and these other states that you thought were just purebred white.
Yes.
But you got, so when you go in some of these communities, even where we are, the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, it is clusters of immigrant communities, and that's fine. But those communities are supported by businesses. You talking restaurants, markets, dealerships.
Yeah.
Me and my son just went out to get him a car, and we go to this dealership lot. It's like 8-9 dealerships in this location. There's one dealership that says to Latina dealership. That means your Latina dealership. And this is up in lights. This is not like a plastic or rubber sign that's hanging on strings. It's up, electrified on the building. And so these are the same people who are telling us not to delineate. They are delineating in every way. And this is the line that we have to establish. It's one thing to be friends and have social relationships. Money is different. So you can have people who are socially friendly, but economically, they're enemies. And this is the landscape that we have to see clear now. These immigrant groups have been economic enemies to us, and they've had a secret relationship with the Democrats, who are funneling monies that should come to us over to them. And you see it everywhere around you. And we got to own that. Because if unless we step back and watch the board, like you saying, and connect the dots, we will not be able to leverage our power. And that's all politics is about. It's politicking. We talk about in the music. White girl politicking. Yeah. That means she out leveraging relationships. She taking what she got to see what she can get based on our relationships. So if you won't have no thought in your mind right now, I want to talk about how desperate they are to involve us. Let's talk about this Black Panther wannabe party that had to change their name recently.
They had to change their name recently. That's a mouthful right there. They had to change their name. The shit is fake. It's almost like what Democrats was doing when they had got Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. They pulling shit like that. Now they add an insult to Israel. They trying to use our history to get us involved. Now they use hip hop to lure us in on the bullshit.
Yep.
Now they're using our historical power, fight the powers that be. Now you like this new was whatever Black Panthers 2. I knew it was some bullshit because the nigga don't even look like us. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, where did y'all motherfuckers come from? Now all of a sudden,
fuck you been?
Even the guy that's the original Black Panther say we don't know them. Where were your ass at
during all of this?
All this Trayvon Martin, and all this. Now I'm like, okay, I see you with the you look like us, but nigga, where y'all been at the whole time? Now you got this new nigga that's all get your guns and all this. Don't look like us. Look fake as fuck, out of shape. Talking militant shit. Probably never been
big shit.
Never probably been in the military. Look bitch made. look like he might smell like a pack of bologna if he starts sweating, smelling like salami meat. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, dude, use a joke.
You heard how he was talking though? This nigga said, he told ICE on record with a long gun, I put a hole in your chest the size of a window. Nigga, who talk like that? We don't go antagonizing the police. Yeah. We don't do that.
We don't even say no whack shit the size of a window. That shit is
crazy. And then the dude gonna talk about, what his ass said. The way he be talking is like, yeah, you bet not come out here on such and such a block on the corner of 5th Street in Wisconsin. You bet not come there at 7:30 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what is this?
Nigga, if you really... The nigga, for one, he's not a Panther.
Yo.
2, he ain't this new lion shit. 3, you really ain't no street.
Lion.
You ain't no, yeah, he is lying. Yeah, he lying. But, and nigga, you not no street nigga. When you beefing with a nigga,
oh my God,
you not giving out time and location where you gonna be at.
Yes.
Nigga, if we in the street, wherever it's on site.
He dropping the addy. He dropping the addy in advance.
Yeah.
And he being extra specific with it too.
Yeah.
He making sure he cross all the T's and dot all the I's.
But you know what? Keep doing it so when ICE come, it's gonna be you and them 4 dumbass niggas in that picture frame with you.
No doubt. And
y'all gonna be out there by yourself looking like some dumbasses. And I hope ICE say, where's this window you supposed to put in my body, nigga?
They getting some black dudes. And you can tell they ain't no real, they some misfit ass Negroes sitting up here standing behind that cat. Ain't no real, nobody from us that's gonna stand behind some dude like that when he talking this dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that. See, the thing is, the more the Democrats push doing this bullshit, the less they're not getting our participation.
Facts. And
so they putting it's like they kicking their own ass. To be honest, they embarrassing themselves. We know it's y'all. Because the Republicans ain't got no reason to do this shit.
They don't. Because
they already winning.
The Republicans got the power of the pen.
Yes.
And this is what I'm saying. It's the battle on the road to the midterms is the pen versus the people.
That's why they need us.
It's the pen versus the people. And the people ain't really got power unless you get FBA involved. Bingo. Because we got the history. Mm-hmm. We got that real shit. We fought our way out of slavery. We got the documentation. We got the video. We got the stats. Yeah. We got documented historical prejudice on wax. And they need that power behind them to give them a moral ground to do what they doing. And this is showing. Yep. Now this is showing us our power. Mm-hmm. The cat's name is Paul Birdsong. The fact that he gonna fake a Black Panther organization, and then we call his ass out, and then he changed the name to the Black Lion organization, which to me is hilarious, because nigga, you're lying.
And who's ever saw a Black Lion?
You lie. Yeah.
Nigga, I can see you saying we Jaguars.
It's a lie all the way around.
Yeah.
A Black Lion. Your ass lying.
Yes. And you're not black.
And that's the power we got. And that's what I want our viewers to understand. You don't have to be a part of all the political jargon. But like T-Rex said, if we stand back and don't get involved and just pay attention, you will see in the plays. It's the power of the pen, the Republicans, because they got the power in the House and the Senate and all of that, and the president. They can write that pen and go get it done. But the Democrats have to rally the power of the people to go against them. And we the most important people in this equation. And they mad they can't get us right now.
Yeah.
They mad. How you mad? So man, let's go on to this. Do you care about voting? Because I'm a shift into this, because all of this is about the road to elections. But let's talk about how much does voting really change things? Because we just saw Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels get into some shit that went viral about a week ago. Yeah. And that's exactly where the conversation was. Corey was like, nah, it's about power. People going to war. And Anton Daniels is like, your ancestors died for the right to vote and it matters and all that. Let's talk about that. How much does voting matter in making changes to our everyday lives as people, black people?
Okay, I mean, you asked me, how does it matter to me?
To you, from your perspective. We're going to talk about it from both of our perspectives.
I never voted for Obama once because voting is, to me, is bullshit.
Have you always felt that way, though?
Yep, since elementary school.
Okay.
When I never forget Dr. Morrison, he might be living, hope he see this. He broke it down to me. He said, for one, votes are electoral votes. Those are the ones that really count.
The electoral college.
Electoral college votes.
Well, the presidential elections, that is.
Those the ones that count. That's the ones that really is the machine behind the funding for colleges, the funding for government, and everything. Then two, if you're not making over $200,000 a year, whichever way the voting goes, you're not benefited from it unless you're rich. And when I was in elementary school, I didn't know the terminology, but as I got older and older, I'm like, damn, that shit is true. Because when you watch the voting, you start seeing them talk about electoral votes. Mm-hmm. That's not fucking us. That is the powers that be that people want to call. That's like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all these motherfuckers that got money to run these big ass companies, the insurance companies. Those are the motherfuckers. Yeah. So our votes don't count. And this is the crazy thing. Everybody keeps saying our ancestors died for the right for us to vote. They did that because that was the right thing to do at that fucking time.
Facts.
It don't work no more. It has ran its course. It caught the white people off guard to where they're like, okay, we gotta respect it. Right. But after we won that, they was strategizing to where that shit don't mean nothing. And we still think that shit means something.
Right.
It meant something then. It's not the same playing field now.
Facts.
Look at I can go on and on with that, man.
I feel you. And I think that at that time, the voting system wasn't complex enough to be able to finesse the outcome regardless of however the people voted. So black people were saying, hold on, we're going to participate in this system. They showed up. Some of them got killed on the grounds of the courthouse. Some of them houses were burned, set ablaze, on fire, and all of this shit. So yes, our ancestors did die, for voting. But that doesn't mean we need to keep beating our head against the wall if we see that voting is not getting us the outcomes that we want. Just because you get the person in office, we were excited about Obama. But now that Obama's gone, we looking back and like, God damn, he really did absolutely nothing for us.
Look, look what they doing to Obamacare.
Yeah.
Look what they doing to DEI. Look. All right, I'm gonna show you. Look who we got in office. He look how he won the first time. I kiss him and out, grab him by the pussy. Right. Look how the motherfucker left. While he was in there, he never showed his taxes. And a lot of these dumb motherfuckers thought that was illegal. He don't have to show his taxes.
Right.
Actually, rich people don't even get involved with tax. They above that because they know how to do their paperwork and their money to where the government can't even really see their money with taxes.
Right.
So he wasn't breaking it. Then look what happened when he got out. They attacked the Capitol. The nigga say, I will be back like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And he did that.
And he came back. But he came back with fucking felonies.
So what you're pointing at.
And then look what the motherfucker's doing now.
What you're pointing at is the system ain't the system you think it is. And we got to look at it for what it is. And
it don't have nothing to do with voting.
And it don't matter. And I agree. I agree. My take on voting is this. So a lot of people say that you should get the right people in the local offices. You should fund them because when you fund them, then they got to honor your agenda and all of this stuff. I'm not saying on the local level, I'm not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is that the whole democratic system was set up to be finessed. It was set up to be manipulated. You cannot put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to voting. We are at a particular crossroads right now where we are seeing the power of our people.
Voting is a rich man's game.
We are
Just like
seeing
cocaine is a
but
rich man drug.
we are seeing how they are desperate for what we bring to the table, and we need to keep ownership of our leverage and our power, and we need to use that to influence the outcomes that we want. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got shit to do with voting. It's about how we negotiate the power relationships.
Well,
in my opinion,
well, if you talking about that kind of power, it's got to be damn near like some Martin Luther King shit. Y'all need us. Y'all need us just as much as we need y'all.
Yeah.
And if we not bold enough to like how we stepping back from this immigration shit and not getting involved, if we step back and not participate in voting, if we don't step back and be like, you know what, like how the motherfuckers took a knee, like some Kaepernick, if we should take this as seeing how, damn, when we don't get involved, look what happens. That's our power.
Exactly.
And I mean, not just there, but even across the board with every fucking
We talked
thing.
about withdrawal a long time ago.
So we just do just enough so we can survive, and we're going to let y'all figure it out. And when y'all realize, like, damn, shit, we need them. We got to make them, like how you said, you got to show them how the value of who you are.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's, we really showing the value of who we are with us not getting involved.
Because we not giving you access like that.
And we got a rightful reason for it. White people know why we withdrawing.
Of course.
The immigrants know why we withdrawing.
Of course.
And y'all upset with it because it's fucking with y'all livelihood.
And we can't let people shame us into the shit because
draw us into the bullshit.
That's the thing. Yeah, we can't let people draw us into the bullshit or shame us, because when I listen to a lot of these smart Democratic talking heads who should know better, they always are shaming us. When we brought up questions about Kamala Harris and how she sent a lot of black mothers to jail for truancy and their kids not going to school and all whatever else she did. What you talking about? You want Trump to get elected? It's not even a conversation. It's a reprimand. You start smacking us with the ruler. Like, we need to get in line. And that's my thing. We can't let nobody shame us into that, because it's enough history to show that there's a policy of benign neglect. When we need something, y'all finesse us to come in and give you our support, but then you don't deliver. So when we withdraw, we're going to show y'all how much y'all really need us, and you're going to have to come to the table and negotiate. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's why they need us. And they really turning up before
Let the shit fall apart.
But like I said, they can do whatever. I take any bets that Democrats are not.
They gonna get desperate.
I already know for a fact that I'll bet anybody that they're not gonna get in office for the next. Trump is already in there now. They won't be in office for the next 12 years.
They desperate, dog.
They won't. I bet
you call
anybody.
Okay.
I called it when Biden was in office. I told everybody Trump. Oh, he ain't coming back. Oh, he's gonna get arrested. And y'all look dumb as fuck. Y'all thought the niggas was going to jail.
Yeah,
the 4 years that, this is how cold the shit is. The 4 years while he was out of office, this nigga was still getting clicks and his name was still in the streets the whole time of the Biden administration, and now the nigga back. The nigga really never left. His name was still in everybody's mouth. My man was
calling Biden. He still called
this
Biden
nigga getting paid.
Sleepy Joe. He still call him Sleepy Joe. I'm talking about in serious forums. But that's the thing, you know, he understood media and all of that shit. But
he getting paid by Fox, CBS, whoever was spending his name. Yeah. He getting money off of motherfucking. And you seeing them do the gangster walk, and he doing the sea walk. They making AI memes, AI shit with him. The nigga, that's why I'm saying it's over for the Democrats. The only way the Democrats is gonna be able to survive this, they gonna have to give us them monies that they've been giving to immigrants.
The thing about
and we visibly got to see it. We got to see soul food restaurants being open. We would love to see a car dealership that's open with a nigga name, a street name, like the Latino shit. That's the only way y'all gonna get us. Y'all gotta give us some motherfucking money. And that's why I said I like what they're doing, because now this shit about reparation, they got to give thought to it. Democrats
really got to it. They got Democrats, because that's the only way they can come back. That's the only way. That's the only way that they can regain our support. Because right now, again, like I said, y'all, the battle. Minnesota is just the battlegrounds. It just represents the points of contention between Democrats and Republicans that's gonna shape the voting outcomes in November.
Yeah.
The Republicans have the pen. They can write shit into law, policy, and they can enforce it now. Democrats ain't got shit. They ain't got no pen. So they need the people. That's why they're so desperate to get us involved. But the only way they can get us involved is they talk to us right. We don't want to see no damn Megan Thee Stallion twerking. I mean, she look good. I ain't saying that. But it ain't time for that. When we talking about real shit, she getting her money. We talking about the people getting their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to talk to us right. They're going to have to respect us as a delineated group, just like they do immigrants. They respect their delineation. Latino, Arabic, Nigerian, Ghanaian. They call them by their ethnic designations. And now we're saying the same. So when you start writing that policy in, we want to see our ethnic, our lineage-based designation. It is not a group. It is a lineage-based designation that makes us clear and distinct from other groups. So other groups can't come in and finesse the resources that should be coming to us. When the Democrats start talking to us like that, talk to me right, then we'll come to the table. Because if we want to, we know how to support these immigrant groups. We know.
We did it before.
We've done it before. But see,
times.
Here's the magic in it. We know how to be FBA, delineated, and offer support to immigrant groups who are going through something right now. We know how to do that. But not as long as you insulting us. Not as long as you denying us shit that should be coming to us. We gonna sit on the sideline with some popcorn.
Yeah.
And
And glad what you said that with the delineate. Even when y'all do give us what we want, like I said, we need to watch out for the sabotage.
That's
because
facts.
anything they give us, they sabotage.
It's a game.
So we gotta, as a group, as the FBA, when we got our businesses and when they start giving us our reparations, when we start getting these stores back, we need to have community meetings like back in the day when they used to have it
Big
churches.
Facts.
And we just need to just iron sharp iron. Like, how your business going? Well, just an example, man. I'm having a hard time for certain food and stuff being imported and stuff. That means they're trying to undermine our way to success.
Facts.
Because they'll give us the reparations, but then they'll undermine it. They'll come and undermine and sabotage it to where like boom, and then next thing you know, we back at square one.
That's facts.
Back at square one, not getting that, and then they'll end up slowly but surely giving it back to the immigrants.
Yeah.
So we have to be aware that anything that they give us, we got to watch out for the bullshit.
Yeah. And the thing is, y'all gonna benefit if y'all doing square business with us, if y'all doing straight business with us. We know how to make the shit go. We know how to make it fly. If we got our businesses out here, we doing that. We know how to get behind you and give you that energy you need. Y'all missing out on that by trying to undercut us and have this secret relationship with the immigrants. Y'all fucking yourselves over.
Had they not in the past took away our communities, destroyed our businesses like tossed the Oklahoma shit and Black Wall Street that we had in not just in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, it wouldn't have been no room for immigrants to be here. Not as many. It wouldn't have been.
And the relationship would have been different.
The relationship, because people would have respected us just like how I gave Africans too much respect. I thought they was very intelligent. I thought they was upstanding people. They would work hard on people, but come to find out, nigga, y'all been stealing. Because I guarantee you, because like I said today, I've never seen a prison cell block H with a bunch of Africans locked up.
Yeah, you ain't seen it.
I ain't seen that. I haven't seen a cell block with a whole bunch of Asians in a prison system. And like I said today, y'all tell me, send me some OGs uncut, some pictures of some homeless Asians or some homeless Africans out here. Yeah. Where are these motherfuckers at? Even now, with all these immigrants being deported and everything, you still don't see these motherfuckers out here asking for. I'm seeing blacks and whites. Where are these motherfuckers? They are being shipped and exported.
They are a supported group.
They come on now.
They are a supported group, and listen. Let me put it like this: it's a game. We get it, and I think Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, FBAs, it's time for us to play the game. And probably nobody can play the game better than us, right? Because they are simply trying to protect their position, right? Because they know that they got that money coming in, but they just trying to force us to play on their team. No, nigga. I'm taking my ball, I'm going home. I'm choosing my team. Why I'm getting on your team? You losing.
Yeah.
You need me.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to realize. We the LeBron James in this shit. Mm-hmm. They trying to get, they the role players trying to get us and make us think we the role players. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We coming in playing the game on our own terms now. And I'm going to say this. Right now, what we need to do in modern times, go open your businesses. While these Republicans are in office, we need to use this narrative against the Democrats
get your pardons
to show that they've been economically neglecting us with the policies that we fought to get in place. Yep. We can get the Republicans on board with that. It ain't about being Democrat or Republican. It's about leveraging our position to get the outcomes we want. If we start opening businesses now and we start showing that, oh, look at us. Our businesses are popping up under this Republican administration. What's that do? It puts pressure on the Democrats to actually do some shit to get us to come back. Now you got to put your money where your mouth is. We ain't want to hear all this people of color talk no more. Mm-mm. What you gonna do? Mm-hmm. I got some businesses. Where my funding at? Mm-hmm. And that's how we need to move.
Get them banks to be not so stringent.
Yeah.
And give us these home loans. Because there's a lot of black people out here, they got everything right, but you still won't give them a fucking business loan. A motherfucking home loan. But where, like I said, y'all can go to LA, anywhere where there's a bunch of homeless people, walk through there. I guarantee you're not going to see no Africans or no fucking Asians. How is that even fucking possible?
Because I done did it. I done opened the business in cyber. And I'm looking at immigrant groups who are getting big contracts. And I got way more experience. I'm a retired Marine captain, 20 years. I was enlisted and officer. I wrote the first cybersecurity doctrinal publication for the Marines. Nigga, you telling me I can't get a cyber contract and employ people?
But they got Dallas locked down. Irving, Texas, where my father-in-law live at, he showed it to me. All them buildings is nothing but IT. All curry motherfuckers. They got STEM schools. They got nice ass houses. They riding Mercedes Benzes, Audis and shit, and they control the IT world. How the fuck is that even possible?
They're a segment of the IT. They don't control the whole thing. I don't want to mislead.
Yeah.
But they control. They have a segment carved out that they control.
Yeah.
And I went as a subcontractor to one of these immigrant controlled cyber companies. And guess what the fuck they did? Block my candidates when I send them in. When I send in people to interview to come in under my company, what the fuck they do? Ignore the shit out of them. And I have to follow up like, hey, what's up with my candidate? Oh, they turned them down. Well, goddamn. So they giving big pots to them. This is shit that should be coming to us. Yep. And I'm giving personal experiences because I don't want nobody to feel like, a lot of people feel like when you see high energy in the conversation, oh, you mad, you angry. It ain't about that. It ain't, but that's not the point.
That's a pivot.
It's a deflection. The point is, let's look at the landscape for what it is. This shit is out of control. And this is really why the immigrants are getting that backlash that they're getting. It's about money. Minnesota is just the tip of the iceberg. You talking about in the hundreds of millions of dollars in fraud. Democrats involved. Money that should have been coming to us. You dig? That's what it's about. Yeah. So fuck politics.
Maybe
we talking about power.
Maybe the reason why the economy is so-called fucked up is because we got too many people here.
Yeah, man, they bleeding it.
And there's people here that don't even supposed to be here.
They bleeding it. Yeah. And my thing is, in everything I said, love your food, immigrants. You know what I'm saying? I be in Dominican Republic. I love my African food. I don't know so much about the Indian stuff. That's all right. But the social experience is great. But we talking money now. This is business. And y'all are competitors. And so it's time for us to play the game. We not getting behind y'all social experiment to protect people who are here illegally. Not our job. Ain't our job.
And that's why I'm so glad that all this is going down. It might look like the world this is a good position for us.
It's a great position.
It's the best position. This is my closing remark. It's the best position for us to talk political game. It's the best leverage. It's the best time for us to put people on blast, and they can't argue it. You dig what I'm saying?
That's right.
This is the best leverage to where white people have to respect us and talk to us. And then fourthly, we letting people see that, damn, these motherfuckers knew this shit the whole time. And these motherfuckers is not as dumb as we thought. And shit, okay, we need to reevaluate. Because if you go out in public now, when you look at white people and immigrants, it's like they looking at you now like you're a human being now. Real talk. I mean, when I go, they're smiling, hey, how you doing? They giving me eye contact. They're not trying to act like they don't see me. It's like they looking and like they want me to spark a conversation. Because, I think we're showing them something.
They need you, though.
Because they need us, but I think we showing them another side of us that we don't have to tear up shit to get our point across.
Facts.
We don't have to riot.
That's right.
We're showing them another side of us that's fucking them up.
That's facts.
Even the woke shit and then how we're speaking. Like, goddamn, we didn't know these motherfuckers was that political. How are they able to connect dots that make sense, that's valid, and they not even in the government? They doing it on wax like what we doing. And they seeing people like, goddamn.
Facts.
Okay, then, so that's what I'm saying. And the Democrats is like, shit, we shouldn't have never played on their intelligence with Megan Thee Stallion. We should have never played on their intelligence with
Cardi B
and Nicki Minaj. And this is the sad thing about it. They use all black women to do this shit.
That's the norm. That's part of the formula.
They use the same thing to tear us down is the same thing to use the same ones to put us in the trick bag. Okay. You didn't see them get no black guy that had level head. They ain't get no Tariq Nasheed. They ain't get no Dr. Umar. They ain't get no Charleston White. They got all women that's almost damn near ratchet.
Hold on, though.
Yeah.
Tariq Nasheed, I get that name, but Dr. Umar, he ain't gonna get put out there. But Dr. Umar has been on a lot.
I'm just talking about people with.
I understand where you're coming from, but
the enlightenment.
I got you, but Charleston White, he ain't gonna be. He got the G2, but I'm saying like his brand ain't gonna work for that. But
Ice Cube, they could have got.
I got what you're saying, but let's throw a better name, Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yeah.
Dr. Claude Anderson has worked in politics. He wrote a book called The Black History Reader. Powernomics. He breaks down the economic landscape for America and where black Americans fit in that landscape. So somebody like him, he's a great political advisor who's got his finger on the pulse of what's going on and has had that for a long time. They ain't calling people like him, but they know he's out there. He's been on the Breakfast Club. It's not like he's not visible.
Exactly.
So they make intentional choices that undermine us, that show their level of respect for us. Right? When you bring a Megan Thee Stallion out on a goddamn political campaign, you showing us what you think of us. You down here like this. You know what I'm saying?
Cardi B.
Yeah. We are in a perfect time right now to where us delineating from other groups to own our own legacy and our own identity is giving us a clear view of the playing field. One like we haven't had in a long time. And we didn't need one singular leader out there marching to get this done. This has come from a cultural code from the grassroots where we are saying, hold on, now that we delineating, we seeing how everybody's going haywire because we're really seeing through their behavior how much they need us. And we're able to see what our value is based on how they're responding to our actions. We're able to see how they are so desperate that they're throwing in people with fake organizations to try to influence us to come out and get involved. This is the level of desperation. But what we need to see is they showing us our level of power as a collective group. And we need to retain that power by not getting involved and watching the plays and putting ourselves in position to make them work in our favor. We got to do that. Now, if you lose, I ain't going to say this for you, but for me, if you lose friends, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't your friends to begin with. Because for me, I've always been that. My father is an immigrant. A lot of y'all might not know that. And I ain't going to stay on this long. A lot of people might say, well, nigga, you ain't FBA. Your father's an immigrant. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? My mom raised me. I visited with my father. And my father was an immigrant. And he fit the definition of these folks we talking about. And I get in my personal story later. I saw it up close and personal. And then I was raised FBA in the projects in Marion, South Carolina, and all of that. And I seen this up close and personal. And that's why I stand 10 toes down the way I stand. We need to delineate. We need to let immigrants handle immigrant business. And if they want to work with us, they need to bring something to the table. You need to bring something to the table that's actually going to advance our cause. So hope y'all enjoyed that. Get in them comments. Weigh in, let us know what y'all think, where y'all stand on these issues. Right. Other than that, appreciate you. Make sure you don't watch and hide, like and subscribe. Until next time, y'all, we out. Peace.